Welcome to my back porch. I have got some exciting news for you guys. For newborn moms. So we are going to photograph your baby. I'm going to teach you guys how to do it. I'm going to show you my tips and tricks. And tomorrow, 2 o'clock, live Eastern time on Facebook, I'm going to show you how to photograph your newborn. We are going to get some of those great pictures. We are going to, I'm going to help you relieve. There's a spider over there. If you guys keep wondering what I'm looking at, he is one of those jumping ones. He's not very big, but I just keep, if I run, you guys know why I'm running. And what I'm looking at over there, because I'm keeping an eye on him. Chasing rabbits, but I just want you guys to know he just turned and looked at me too. You better stay over there, mister. Okay. Deep breath. I'm not scared of bugs, but I don't necessarily like spiders just like watching me. He's kind of watching me like I've been watching the bird. Anyway, we're going to photograph your newborn. I am going to bring you into my home. So we're not going to have anything from the studio except for my stand-in baby that I use. So I will have that baby, and then we are going to go around I have taught my 18-year-old into videoing for me. So we're going to go around my home, find some props that are probably in your house, baskets, wreaths, things like that. So we're going to use those things. I'm going to show you about lighting, how to get that great light to photograph your baby, and also like capture the environment. You know what? Capture the craziness right now. Straighten that up and get some clean shots that we all love. But what I wanted to show you in this video tonight, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, and I'm telling you guys the secret that's coming out later about doing live tomorrow on Facebook at 2 o'clock. But what we are going to do is like those super cute things that I put on the babies, right? You guys are like, well, we're missing that stuff. You guys have great props in your house already, and I'm sure you guys will find some. I'm excited to see what you can gather up that might work for a baby prop, and I have a great idea for you so that you don't have a huge thing. So the way that I judge my props when I'm in vintage shopping, you guys know I love to be up at Sleepy Poet in Charlotte. Shout out Sleepy Poet, I miss you guys. If it is wide enough from my elbow to my fingertip, which that looks super big right now, but I mean, it's really not. That's how kind of big I like for things to be, so I know I can fit the baby in it. That is a freebie right there for you guys. But we're going to make some super cute things. So I'm a boy mom. Shout out to the boy moms out there with those new baby boys. We are going to make a little sleepy hat for you guys tomorrow. So you guys know what the sleepy hat is, right? It's got the little tail on it. The baby's head is kind of in here, and we're going to kind of roll that up or scrunch it. You know, you never know what you want to do. You could do it for a girl too. We could do this. And then we have the matching wrap. Has anybody guessed yet? Blue, that matches mine. Has anybody guessed what this is yet? Anybody know? Down in the comments. A+ if you do. T-shirt. It's an old stretchy t-shirt. Like, look how much stretch this is. Like, stretchy. It keeps getting bigger the more I pull on it. But anyway, I found one in my closet, and I've already tied knots in the arms of it, but it's old sweatshirt, and the sleepy hat is actually the arm. Can you guys see that? So in the end of it, we're going to tie a knot, and then we're going to cut it off at the armpit first so that we don't get it too short, right? But you can go up and cut it the shorter, you know, however short you need it or you feel like you want it. So if mamas have twins, you actually, you could have 2 of those. 2 little sleepy hats. But the wrap part of it. So the wrap part is under the armpit part right here. And under this one, we're going to cut that straight across. So you're going to have a straight cut, you know, armpit to armpit, straight across here. And then that side seam that we have on one side seam, we're going to cut up the side, and that's going to give us this big square matching wrap piece. So we're going to have the wrap, and then we're also going to have a sleepy little hat. How sweet is that? So if for boys, I mean, I'm a neutral girl, so anything beige and neutral works for me. That's why this came out of my closet. This is actually one I use in the studio, but this was bought from Goodwill, I think. It was blue, and I needed like a blue something like immediately. So that's where this came from. So long story short, what I'm saying is if you have an old shirt that you're just not wearing anymore and it's blue, go get your husband's shirt. He'll never know. Just kidding. So girls, so here we go. This is like a leather. Do you guys see this? This one's also from the studio. So this is a leather piece of like jewelry maker stuff. I've seen it on like earrings. It's not on this one. Seen it on bracelets, like necklaces. My girlfriend gave me the precious cross necklace that had it on it. So yeah, that if you have something, an old piece of something laying around like that, and this is just a little piece of ribbon tied on it, literally, it's not even hot glued. It's just tied on it with some little dry flowers to the back. You guys could whip that up in like 5 minutes. I think it took me longer to find this stuff than probably make it. The other thing, these are some of the things that I found. If you don't have the leather thing, this is tomato, what do I want to say? Tie your tomatoes up when they start getting tall. That's what this is. I found it in my barn. So you could use this, put a little knot in it. Don't try to make it tight on baby's head or anything, because a lot of times the ones I use are too big. We just tuck them so that they look like they fit. But I mean, this is just an old piece of string. The other idea, if you have ribbon, like I have this old vintage ribbon, but you could easily use something like that and put a flower on it. This is floral wire. Obviously floral wire, the only thing I worry about this is it is a little bit of pokey whenever you cut it. So you want to make sure that pokey's not touching the baby, scraping the baby's head or anything like that. You want to make sure when you twist that wire, that stuff is sticking out the other way and not touching the baby. And even better than that is if you hot glue maybe some tight ribbon around that, just so you know it's not touching the baby at all. Baby safety first. So this is something I made just super quick, like a little crown that we would sit on baby's head. This is, that looks like cilantro out of my refrigerator, doesn't it? But it's not. That was something growing near the barn when I went to get the white string, and I was like, oh, I should get that. And these little white flowers are from a flower pot on my front porch. So, and that's floral wire. So all I did was take hot glue, like I'll show you guys in there. It's just hot glue in there. And it's not meant to last forever. It's just, we're going to use it one time and put it in the trash probably. So I make these a lot of times. You can see it's kind of wilty a little bit now. It's probably been an hour since I made this thing, and it's been sitting out here waiting on me to come out and do this video. So it's kind of been in the heat a little bit. But what I was going to say is sometimes I make these for my clients. I love fresh flowers versus artificial flowers. Sometimes artificial is what you got to do. If you have that at home, by all means, use that. But that's it. Just, refrigerator. That's where I was going with that story. I knew I was losing something. So refrigerator. So if you use the fresh flowers, put stuff in the refrigerator, in the cooler. Stick it in the refrigerator. My refrigerator at this point is a little bit, doesn't have room because it has so much stuff in it. But, the barn refrigerator, whatever, something like that works. So yeah, that's it. So I'm excited about tomorrow. We are going to meet together at 2 o'clock. Put those babies down late for a nap. Let's see here. No, newborn. They're kind of sleeping all day, aren't they? So you probably don't have much of a schedule yet. But yeah, try to at least, even if you're nursing, if baby's in the swing, if you are just snuggling and loving baby, turn us on Facebook, NicCole Photography. And we are going to spend some time together. It's not going to be a quick video. We are going to talk about lighting. We're going to talk about some props in your home that you can grab that we can use. We're going to talk about what we're going to stuff those baskets with. We're going to talk about your phone and getting some images there. We're going to kind of walk through my house and maybe look at some things where we can photograph baby and get some surrounding area in the home. And yeah, so I'm super excited about it. I am excited to share that with you guys. I want to help you guys like relieve some of the anxiety of thinking that you're not going to be able to get those newborn photos, because we're going to do it together. You're going to take your baby's first newborn session. How exciting is that? Like, you can show that baby, when they're 18, I did this for you. And then whenever all of this is lifted and we're all back to our normal everyday, then I'll see you guys in the studio, and we will make sure that we make some absolutely stunning images of your baby. So I will see you tomorrow, 2 o'clock Eastern time, Facebook. Take care, guys.